In today's video, we'll discuss why the Indiana Pacers may have the brightest future in the NBA. But before we start, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Now, without further ado, let's get started. At the recording of this video, the Indiana Pacers are one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference, coached by 63-year-old Rick Carlisle, who is very qualified and has coached in the NBA for 20 years. Most of his success came in 2009 through 2015 when he coached the Dallas Mavericks, who were a great team through most of those years. So Rick is no stranger to coaching and leading great teams while also having a great culture, which is very important. We're mentioning him because he will be vital to the Pacers' success if he can stay around as the organization continues to grow. But for now, let's get into the players on the roster and why we think they have a bright future ahead of them. So let's break down each key player on the roster one by one, starting with Tyrese Haliburton. Tyrese Haliburton is a 6'5" point guard and at only 22 years old, he's already shown the potential to be a star. First, let's talk about his shooting ability. He's currently shooting 37% from 3 on 7 attempts per game. And honestly, we aren't surprised because he shot over 40% in college in his 2 years with Iowa. Yes, he does have a bit of an odd shooting form, but you know the saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And while it is odd form, by no means is it ugly or hard to watch like rookie Lonzo Ball's. And over his last 2 seasons, Tyrese has shot over 40% on 5 attempts per game. So it isn't a stretch to label him as a borderline elite shooter. And when you're a point guard with near elite shooting ability, it makes your offense run so much more smoothly. And he does opposing defenses absolutely no favors with his incredibly quick release. And he's rarely off balance. Even when coming off screens, he can effectively square his feet with the basket no matter the situation. And this is something only the best shooters in the game can do. But let's shift our focus to the other intriguing aspect about his game, his playmaking. In this category, Tyrese isn't near elite or borderline elite. He is without a doubt a true elite facilitator. As of right now, he's averaging 11 assists per game, which is leading the entire league. He has amazing court vision, and being a tall 6'5" definitely helps with seeing over the defense. And believe it or not, Tyrese is #1 in the NBA in touches, which just shows how great of a decision maker he really is, and how much his coaches and teammates trust him to make the right play. To put it in perspective, he has more touches than Luka, James Harden, Nikola Jokic, and Ja Morant. Yeah, that's insane. But what exactly makes him such a great passer? The answer to that is his ability to read and react quicker than anyone else on the floor. It's the same ability great passers like LeBron, Jokic, and Chris Paul all have. They're able to read situations and make the pass before the defender even knows what's going on. And Tyrese, he shows that every single night. Another aspect of passing that goes under the radar is his willingness to move the ball. He is very unselfish and loves to swing the ball around the perimeter to get the best shot possible. Whether that's a direct assist or a hockey assist, he's just trying to get everyone the easiest shot possible, and that's the true definition of a facilitator. Now, let's briefly talk about Tyrese as a scorer. And other than his three-point shooting, he's very solid in every other area. For one, he's extremely shifty and a quick player when attacking closeouts. And if the opposing team doesn't have a good rim protector, then look out, because he's about to get some easy buckets. He also has very sneaky athleticism, similar to players like SGA or Devin Booker. While they aren't known to be freaks of nature or high-flying dunkers, they are very explosive and agile when maneuvering to the rim. And while he is a pass-first point guard, his improvement as a scorer will absolutely be paramount to his success. On the defensive end, Haliburton's averaging 1.8 steals per game, which is 5th in the entire NBA. His defensive style sort of resembles DeJounte Murray. And of course, we're not saying he's better or really even in the same ballpark as Murray on the defensive end, but they both use their length and wiry frame to be great disruptors in the passing lanes. Tyrese uses that high IQ on defense as well. He's great at anticipating when and where the passes will be and attacking the ball and taking it back up court. Now, we all know Haliburton is obviously an awesome player on the court, but let's shift our focus onto another player on the roster who's had a similarly effective season as Haliburton, Bennedict Mathurin. The 20-year-old is at the top of the Rookie of the Year race, and for good reason. He's showcased a very solid all-around game, starting with the shooting. Benedict is shooting 40% from 3 on 5.7 attempts per game, and he's even leading all rookies in three-pointers made. So yeah, he's a sniper. And that's what he was known for last year in college when playing for Arizona, where he shot a career average of 38% from deep for the Wildcats. Outside of Buddy Hield, he might have the smoothest jump shot on the team. He's also in a ready position before the ball even hits his hands, and he strokes it with confidence, which is an important quality to have as a rookie. He has the potential to become one of the best shooters in the league one day, and that's the perfect type of player to have alongside a point guard like Tyrese. As a scorer, Bennedict is shooting 55% on shots less than 5 feet and 43% on shots taken from 20 to 24 feet. So other than catch and shoot threes, that's where he scores the majority of his points. He's a strong and athletic finisher who excels through contact maybe better than any other rookie in the NBA at the moment. He isn't afraid of anyone. In fact, we've seen him charge to the rim against great defenders like Rudy Gobert and Bam Adebayo. And when it comes to his fearless attitude when attacking bigger defenders, he's cut from the same cloth as Ja Morant and Donovan Mitchell. Nothing phases this kid. At the free throw line, he's shooting 81% on 6 attempts per game, which is pretty good, and a must if your game mainly revolves around attacking the basket. However, Benedict's biggest concerns right now has to be his shot creation and defense, which were his concerns coming out of the draft. But honestly, we're not too worried about his shot creating ability just yet, because like we mentioned earlier, he's just 20 years old. So if he can adapt some counter moves and tighten up his handles when going one-on-one, he has the potential to be a star. He's already a really good cutter off the ball and has perfected the timing of when and when not to cut. And given he's playing with a great playmaker, this will be a very useful aspect to his game for years to come. Now, on to the rookie out of Gonzaga, Andrew Nembhard. Andrew is 6'3", weighing about 190 pounds. He's currently averaging 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists per game, while shooting 45% from the field and 40% from 3 on 3 attempts per game in 21 minutes of action. Andrew is an excellent all-around player for the Pacers, and his playstyle resembles Derek White of Boston Celtics. He's just a winning player who makes winning plays. He can shoot and pass, while also playing really good defense. But passing and defense are definitely his best attributes as a player. He's a really versatile playmaker, and he can run the pick and roll, which is something he did often at Gonzaga. He's great at throwing cross-court passes and locating open shooters, and he's even shown some potential to be a solid scorer off the pick and roll as well. This ability to be a playmaker gives Haliburton time to play off-ball on offense. And while we would want Haliburton on the ball as much as physically possible, Nembhard's playmaking ability gives Tyrese the option to rest a little without fearing a huge drop-off in production. On defense, he has the potential to be a very good on-ball stopper. He's quick and very physical for someone his size. And like we mentioned earlier, he's just the type of player every team needs. Someone who'll give it 100% on both ends of the court, night in and night out. But now let's talk about 2 players who were probably on your mind the entire video, Myles Turner and Buddy Hield. Their future in Indiana is still undecided, but it's no secret that the Pacers are in sort of a rebuilding mode, and of course both Hield's and Turner's skill set and age really fits a contending team. But on the flip side, Turner's only 26 years old, and realistically, he has at least another 5 years of being a pretty good center in the league. So maybe that's why the Pacers are quite hesitant about trading him. And the way he's been performing as of late definitely isn't helping the situation. Turner is averaging 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 2.6 blocks while shooting 37% from 3 on 3.8 attempts per game and 80% from the free throw line. So yeah, it's pretty hard to just trade one of the most productive centers in the NBA right now. But his great play is definitely helping his trade value. But still, it's a pretty difficult situation to be in for the Pacers. As for Buddy Hield, he's averaging 17 points while shooting nearly 37% from 3 on 9.6 attempts per game. And he's 3 years older than Turner and will be 30 years old this month. But just like Turner, Hield is also playing really good basketball as of late. And we're sure the Pacers organization are hoping they keep playing well until the trade deadline. And yeah, we said that Turner could be a really good center for at least another 4 to 5 years, but the same could maybe be said for Buddy Hield. And let's be honest here, the Pacers won't be competing for a championship for at least another 3 to 5 years. So the Pacers would probably much rather go younger right now to prepare for Haliburton and Benedict's potential superstar careers. A few other guys to mention on the roster who could be huge pieces moving forward are the 6'10", 20-year-old big man Isaiah Jackson, the 6'9" athletic and skilled forward Jalen Smith, and the 23-year-old Aaron Nesmith, who's been pretty solid so far this season. So now we hope you have a good idea about why the Pacers may have a bright future. If Tyrese, Benedict, Nembhard, Jalen Smith, and Jackson can all stay healthy and on the court together, things just might finally change in Indiana. Did you enjoy this video? If so, you will surely enjoy our most recent videos. So subscribe to NBA Swish for more amazing NBA content just like this. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.